All right, this week I have been getting really focused on audiences, making sure I understand my audiences both in the type of work that I do for digital marketing and then also who I'm writing to and the content that I'm creating. So I've basically gone through some audience research processes, and what I'm focusing on is basically sort of two different tracks of there's like a thinking clarity process, and then there is a systems and executions process in this framework that I have for creating content, and then also just idea generation, figuring out what ideas are good and how to execute on them, what the best way to execute on them is in the limited time that I have. So I just am basically looking at like what are my ideas, what's worth experimenting on, and then what should I actually build? What should I work on creating and implementing? And so those are kind of that's the framework that I'm building, working through audiences, and then also went through a Joe Pulizzi, who's the content marketing king, I would say, kind of has a framework for a publishing mission, a content mission. And so I've kind of worked through that, like what is the minimum viable audience, and what is the pain, and what is the offer, and what are the platforms or the main platform. What's the main platform I'm trying to focus on for building interest in the types of ideas that I have, and better thinking and better systems. So that's what I've been working on. I'm trying to whittle it down. I think I've gotten it pretty good into like a basic audience document, basically a publishing mission, so I can reference it real quickly and make sure that everything that I'm doing fits within one of these two boxes. So that's where I am right now. I'm going to continue moving toward, of course, creating content, executing on content, but also building out a roadmap for content and just a calendar. So that's the next step.